In today's video, I will show you how to supercharge your SwiftUI apps with NavigationKit, and specifically how to use it with MVVM and dependency injection. Instead of messy hacks or tangled navigation logic, we'll keep everything clean, testable, and easy to scale. By the end, you will see how to move data between views, manage navigation straight from your view models, and keep full declarative control over your flows, all with just a few lines of code. Heads up, there's a 50% discount down in the description for the first 50 customers. Now, we are going to talk about how we can use MVVM at Observable and also dependency injection with NavigationKit. Now, if you don't know what NavigationKit is, go ahead and check out the link in the description for the whole playlist, or also the discounted link. It's basically navigation in SwiftUI done right. Now, in the previous video, I had created this project where we navigated. We just pushed and popped, presented the sheet and full screen cover and dismissed it with just a simple few lines of code. Go ahead and check that video out if you are interested in the playlist. The link is in the description. Now, today we are going to take it even further. This was how we were navigating. So we just grabbed the environment and just said navigation.push and link type, and then archery. This is sheet type, full screen cover type. Again, all the details are in the previous video. It's as simple as that. But there's a catch right over here. And it's not that big of a deal. But the thing is that we are doing this action inside our body, inside the view struct. But maybe you want to do the navigation action inside your observable, inside a view model. That's where MVVM comes in. So let's tackle that. And then we're also going to talk at the end of our video about dependency injection. Okay, so first off, let's create a simple observable. And I'm just going to call it, let me just toggle that. And then let's create an app controller. Let's call it app controller, new empty file, app controller. Let's import SwiftUI. And then we just go add observable class app controller. Well, it doesn't have to be an NS object, just a simple app controller. Now, here inside our app controller, we can do a lot of stuff. Observable object, you can do a lot of stuff. How can we actually navigate? Well, the thing is, we are grabbing our environment through the view. So this environment needs to be inserted into our app controller. And then we can just push or pop or do whatever we like. So what I'm going to do is just create this kind of dummy function where we are going to navigate to whatever we want. So let's just have a function called push, and it will have a navigation type, either link type of navigation, sheet type of navigation, or full screen cover type of navigation. That is navigation type. Navigation type, this is coming from the NavigationKit, just so you know. And in navigation, there we go. And then this will be a navigation. This is the environment that we are passing along. And then a completion. There we go. Let's just have that. A completion, which is optional. Let's have that arrow over there. And another parentheses. Yeah, it's just removing the parentheses over there automatically. So we need those parentheses, have a question mark, and equals nil. Default value should be nil. So that's how it looks like. We have a navigation type in navigation, and we're just going to use navigation dot push our navigation type with a completion of completion. Now, what is this navigation type? Well, it is this part over here, dot link or dot sheet or dot full screen cover, and the destination where we want to go. And basically, that's it. Now, you could just create also a sheet, when we are presenting a sheet, or a full screen cover. It all depends how complex you want to do it. The main idea is that we are going to pass along our navigation environment. So let's see this in action. Let's just have our navigation. Well, I believe we do have, yeah, there it is, archery from at observable. So we do have our navigation environment. What we need to do is have access to our app controller. So for that, we're going to put it on the root of our app. Let's just go right over here. Let's have at state private var app controller equals app controller, and then we are going to set it as an environment app controller. There we go. Now we have access to it. Coming back to the walk view, we are going to say at environment app controller dot self private var app controller. So now we have access to it. And now on the tap of our custom button, we're just going to say app controller dot, and you see we have our available push dot, this is of type link, and we're going to go to the archery. Now again, take a look at the previous video in the playlist to see how easy it is to just set all of these destinations up. And the most important part, we just pass along the navigation. Okay, let's just see it. Let's see a build and run. We already have, by the way, the walk view as the starting the root view over here. So we have archery. This was the previous episode, so great. And then archery from at observable, and it does the same thing. It's as simple as that. Okay, so we have this pop right over here in the archery view, but there is also another button, pop from at observable. So let's see pop if works. Yes, of course it worked. I just presented that in the previous one. But we have this archer view, and we have navigation.pop. That's our simple pop, and then at observable. Okay, observable. There we go. So let me just see if I had that typo over here. No, that's fine. So we are going to go back to the app controller, create a new function called pop. Okay, and we also need to pass along our navigation. So I'm going to copy this one out. Also the completion, well, completion, we don't have completion with the pop, so that's fine. And we are going to also add in the pop type. We're going to talk about the pop type in an upcoming video. There's a lot of pop type that we can use with NavigationKit. For now, we're just going to pop the last one. So just popping the simple window. So underscore pop type equals, let's have that come over here so we have auto completion. So dot last one. Okay, and then it's just simple as just going navigation dot pop and then pop type. Simple as that. Now let's go back to our archery view, and right over here we're going to say again we do need to access our environment, the app controller. Going back to archery view, pasting that in, and then I just go navigation dot, and now I have access to this pop, and either I just go pop or just pop type. Let's just go for pop. That's really straightforward. Here we go. Pop, building, going up and back. Archery, back. Archery from observable, pop. It works either way. Now, the second part of our video covers dependency injection. So how does that work? If you take a look at our previous video, you will see that right over here under destination, we have this mind and body view, which requires a session number. And that is what we are going to pass along. You see, we are requiring a session number, which is basically an int. This is what we are passing along to our mind and body view. And yeah, let's just see how that works. So what I'm going to do is just go and this mind and body view should be presented from the yoga view. So let's just go to the yoga view. And here we go, mind and body, session number, and there is 0 to 9. So we are going to, first of all, access our navigation. Let me just copy that out so we don't have to type that in each and every time. So there we go. And then it's really simple. So navigation dot, let's just say push. Yes, it's a push. And then we are going to have link and then dot mind and body. And as you can see, it's requiring that dependency. So we are just going to pass along our session number. And it's as simple as that. Now let's just take a look at that. What I'm going to do is right over here in the root, the content view, I'm just going to comment this out and just go for nav stack and then the root of yoga. Because, you know, I just told you, I'm just starting with the yoga view and going into the mind and body view. And this yoga view is basically this for each view, and then session 0, there we go, session number 0, maybe 5, session number 5. It's as simple as that. Now we are also going to switch back to our tab view, but that later on in other videos in the playlist. The link is in the description, and also the first link is 50% off on NavigationKit. Go ahead and check it out.